Everyone, it's Emily Fox and welcome back to this third episode of Read It or Unhaul It for 2024. I am trying to read the books that have been sitting on my TBR, on my shelves for way too long, and I have this giant jar. We pick books every month. I'm allowed to put one back. And yeah, we're still trying to find a 5-star for this year. I feel like last month went pretty well, but I feel like the jar looks bigger every month. I don't know how it does it, but we started the year with about, what, 500 bucks? We would like to finish the year with less, hopefully. I haven't been buying that many books, so I feel like so far, with the books that I normally read to from my shelves, we're probably in the minuses. Like, we've reduced the amount of unread books on my shelves. Ooh, what are we praying for? We do not want, I mean, usually I started by saying I don't really want classics, and then eventually I realized nonfictions can be really difficult to try and binge read for this video. And then the last couple of months, I've been reading a lot of sci-fi, but like, not the sci-fi I really want to read, but like the ones that have been on my shelf for way too long, which means I should declutter them, but I'm stubborn. I don't like to, what I was going for, not have a choice and be forced to do it right now. So I haven't looked. Is it purple? No! Ah, classics, okay. I mean, I'm allowed to put one back, so it's not the end of the world. Some of the classic I'm actually looking forward to, but like, I don't really want to read War and Peace right now, you know? So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm currently not done reading something, but I'm almost done, so we'll see. No, we're not reading, it was backward. We're not reading Bel Ami by Maupassant because that's a big one, and it's French, she said, knowing full well it's her first language. Okay, so these are my classics. We're not talking about The Mess, okay? It's coming soon. But my French classics are mostly these editions, which, by the way, have you noticed that the French editions is written the other way? So, like, when people are confused why I put series backward, it's because French. But yes, so I have read a lot of these, actually, but there it is. So we do have Bel Ami, but it's not as big as I remember it, but I don't know. It is still 400 pages. I'm gonna keep it as a backup, but I think I'm gonna use my put it back. Actually, I'm gonna put it out just in case I go to, no. Emily, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself, don't do that. I'm not going to, so it's going back in there. We're picking another one. I haven't done that yet this year. Maybe I should actually, you know what? Because I've been struggling so much, I'm gonna pick 3 and choose one. I feel like I'm already cheating, but if it doesn't go well, I'll let one of the cats pick because I've done that in the past and it was fun. So we have 3 papers, and those are 3 genres I should like because we have sci-fi, fantasy, and mystery thriller horror, which I would show you, but like, can you read them? It will take too much time. So let me read them. I'll put them on the screen. They were probably backward. Okay. We have Revelation Space, which I know this one is giant, so probably not. The Elm of Midnight. Oh, I think that's a fantasy that I really wanted to try. And what's the other one? The Strange Death of Fiona Griffin, which does not ring a bell whatsoever. Oh, I think that's one of the ones that I picked mostly because the spine was pink. I needed to have a rainbow shelf. Okay, I used to have one. So I think we're gonna pick this fantasy book. Let's see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. Okay, so we have my 2 fantasy shelves, which are frankly the ones that look the least messy. I know it's black, like literally all freaking fantasy books. I think it's really shiny. I feel like I remember it being really shiny. Oh, it was one of the ones I bought last year, so that's why I remember it. There it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, frankly, I do not remember whatsoever what it is about, but I do know that it had good reviews and that a few of you actually told me that you read it and liked it. I'm gonna try not to blind you because this is a shiny book. Annabelle meets Mistborn. I never actually trust these things because they always lie. Or they're just really wrong in general. Okay, oh, a deadly heist. Okay, thieves. Okay, we get the vibes now. Terrible power, magical power, an artifact with terrible power, serial murderer. Okay. We kind of get the vibes here. So I'm gonna read this. How big is it? It doesn't seem, oh, okay, it's written small. It's 450 pages, but it is written small, but it's okay. It's okay. Fantasy seems very appealing to me right now. And I feel like this month I might have time to make this extra long one because I have until I receive my copy of Emily Henry Funny Story, her newest book. It's coming out on the 23rd of April, but it has to arrive here. I ordered it online, so who knows how long that will take, but that gives me like almost 2 weeks. So even though it's a thicker one, I will probably have time to read 1, maybe 2, 3 more. I feel like we have yet to have an episode, a video where I just get rid of a bunch of books. I feel like last year there were definitely a couple of months, especially when we get to like mystery, thriller, horror, I tend to be more cutthroat with the ones I have, but that's one that I am excited and that has been on my shelf for just a few months actually. It's okay. But no classics, at least not yet. Okay, I finally got around to reading the first chapter. That's all where I'm at. I'm at page 17. Not gonna lie, a little rough, a little rough. I feel like this definitely throws you into the story. You know how some fantasy books, there's a lot of words, they don't mean anything. And I don't know, but I remember that this is like a fantasy, almost thriller, like murder mystery-ish. So I feel like technically it should appeal to me, so I'm gonna keep giving it a shot. If it doesn't work out, as always, I'll just pick up something else from the jar, but I have been looking forward to reading this ever since I bought it last year, so want to give it a fair shot. But right now, I'm not feeling like reading, so I'm gonna keep going with the vibes I've been feeling. I don't know about you, but I feel like the springtime is really affecting me. I want to clean things. I want to reorganize things. I feel like I have been in a funk for the last couple of months, and I really want to get like the real me back. So I'm gonna do a few things. First off, I really need to cut my hair because look at this, it's ridiculous. I needed to cut it like a year ago. So that's on my list of things that I need to do in the upcoming weeks. I also need to reorganize my books, which I have been mentioning for the last couple of weeks. Also, we're going to do that today, or I'm going to do that today. I might give you a sneak peek, but I'm doing a challenge throughout the whole month of May, and my books need to be organized a specific way for the challenge. So I'm going to start doing that today. You can already tell it's a little bit better in the background, a little bit. And I've also been reorganizing my clothes, decluttering my clothes, because I feel like this spring, once again, I'm like, okay, I'm over winter. I have a few things that I know I'm not going to keep, so I need to those, including my underwears, because I was going through them and I realized some of them I've had for like 10 plus years, and it's time for a refresh. So I was really excited when Parade messaged me asking me if I wanted to try their products, and I did, and I fell in love with this. Have you seen this bralette? I don't know about you, but I cannot be bothered to wear underwire anymore. I need comfort, and I feel like bralettes are perfect for this. However, they never fit me. Like ever. They either fit me at the waist or there's enough coverage, and I could actually find my size. And have you seen how adorable this is? It's giving me like cottagecore vibes. Cream with the little blue flowers, and it's super, super comfortable. It's breathable. I love it. Definitely my favorite. But I also grabbed this one, which is a different fit. Spring colors, clearly. I'm definitely feeling the vibes. This one does have a little strap in the back with little hooks, and then also decided to grab underwear to go with it because again, and they're super comfortable and definitely nicer than my old ones. I will put all the information in the description box if you want to try them out. They did give me a coupon code for 40% off, which is WithEmilyFox, so definitely check those out. You can use it on almost everything on their website. And if you have already tried anything by them, please let me know your favorites because I need more in my life now. And now that I have comfortable underwear, we're gonna get it together and start decluttering and reorganizing my bookshelves because it's a disaster. I feel like we've seen it in the background of my videos, and I've been getting more and more comments about it. And you're right, you're right. So let's do this. So this is not the update I thought I was going to make, but I'm like 100 pages into the book and I can't do this. I really thought it was going to get better, but it's not. I don't know what it is. The writing style does not flow. It doesn't. I'm hating it. The story seems interesting though. That's why I'm so annoyed, and I kept trying and trying. It's been 3 days. I've read 100 pages. So we're gonna pick another book. I don't even know what I want to pick at this point. Shall I do 1 to 3 again? Just because I deserve it. Oh gosh, okay, what is that? Graceling, which I had read the first chapter and I thought I DNF'd it. I guess I didn't. Out There, which to be honest does not ring a bell whatsoever. I just know it's nonfiction. And then we have Heart-Shaped Box, which is mystery thriller. This is not good. I wish I would cheat, because every time I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Graceling, we're going to DNF it without even looking, because like I said, I had read the first chapter in a different challenge. This vlog is chaotic, but I have gotten rid of one of the 3, so we're just going to embrace the chaos, and we're going to do 3 again. And at the end, where am I looking? At the end, I'm going to grab Graceling and put it. I'm too tired right now. Clearly, you can... I have way more than 3, do I? I think I have 4. I'm going to pick one at a time, and I say yes for now, but I have to pick one. Oh no. This is like whatever you pronounce that, in God's Eye, which is a first contact with aliens, but it's like classic sci-fi, so I don't feel like I have the brain power clearly right now for that. So next one, oh, still sci-fi. Of course, I can never escape freaking sci-fi. This is, oh, the 13 Tell. I can do that. It's like someone reliving their lives, I think. And just out of curiosity, I'm gonna see if something better, but that's probably what I'm gonna pick. Unwriting, that's Stephen King. And then fantasy, yes, fantasy. Clearly, I should not be doing this late at night. We have, oh, Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is these 2 go back. And I'm going to try this one, and if I don't enjoy it, I'll read this one. Let me grab them. Okay, so Daughter is right there. You can see from very far. So that's been on my shelf for way too long. And the other one, I had attempted it. I feel like I had put it on a TBR, I mean, a while ago, and now I need to find, give me a second. I knew I had it. So this is the one, and I believe, like I said, it's like someone reliving their life maybe, which I feel like I bought this whenever I was really into that trope, and I feel like I've read them all at this point, but I think this one is a bit more historical fiction, literary fiction than the other ones, less sci-fi, so let's see. Good morning. Long time no talk for me, because it's been 3 or 4 days. I didn't read at all. At all. You know what? That's okay. Sometimes it's what you need. A good old break. And I enjoyed it. And then last night, I started the 13 Tell. And I read over 100 pages. Oh my god. That felt so good. I was really into it. It started slowing down towards the end, or maybe I was just getting tired. Either way, I was really enjoying it. So we're back on track. The premise. You have this girl, she grew up in a bookstore. I love those, okay? I'm a sucker for anything that is book related. I feel like authors do that. We're all like that, so they provide and we're happy about it. So yes, she grew up like this, and then suddenly, I don't know for what reason, this really famous author, female author, decides to hire her to write her biography. And now I'm realizing that the fact that I thought this was someone reliving their life, wrong, just wrong. I don't know why I was thinking that. Maybe because the author mentions that, or the main female character mentions that the author has been like pretending, like writing different version or telling people, interviewing her multiple version of how she grew up. So like, who knows, but she might be finally be told like the 13 Tale, because she wrote a book that was originally supposed to be 13 stories and there was only 12. Rare edition that her father had, so she read the 12. Anyway, I'm confused a little bit so far, but I'm really enjoying it. So far it's giving kind of gothic vibes, which I know it's really popular. But yes, so far, like I said, couldn't put it down, so I am looking forward to how this will conclude. It is 400 pages, so who knows how long this is going to take me, but right now I'm all for it. 100 pages in one go. Like, this is really normal for me usually, but not lately. I've been kind of meh, right? And the only way I was that successful was because I had to kick the boys out of the room last night. Chunky and Charlie are full-on teenagers. Okay, their personality has really been changing the last couple of months, and they're driving me nuts. let me tell you the list of bad things they've been doing, okay? Last night, Chunky was under the bed, and it's one of those beds that has like wooden like lines, whatever, that is under the mattress. And I don't know if he was like walking, like his paw on the mattress and walking under the bed, but he was driving me nuts under there, like just nuts. And then Charlie at the same time was attacking the corner of the mattress. And we know what he does to cardboard boxes. He even did rip apart my foam roller. So like, I don't want him to start doing that to the mattress. It's a little too late. It has already started. But I mean, it hasn't picked up anything because there's the, you know, the sheets on top. But still, it's a question of time before he actually destroys the mattress. So I had to kick them out because they were driving me nuts. That's why I was finally able to actually sit down and enjoy my book. Claudia was chilling with me. Girls' night. It was great. But she's not innocent in that, okay? She has become a Velcro baby. It used to be Chunky, but now it's Claudia. She's a girl's girl, okay? She's following me around everywhere, which is cute. It's cute. However, she wakes me up every morning. I close my door at night, which some people think that it's scandalous. I need my sleep, okay? I need my sleep. And since I taught them since they were babies, it's been usually pretty good. Chunky used to cry a little bit at the door when he knew I was going to get up. Claudia doesn't cry a little bit. She screams. She screams. One day I will have to record her, but like, I never think about it because I want to fall back asleep and she's just screaming at the door. So yeah, it's been great every morning. So she's not innocent, but the boys are so much worse. And I didn't tell you. Charlie is the worst, okay? He's the chillest baby 99% of the time. However, this dumbass decided to dig a hole under the couch. So, like, there's just a lining, right? It's just a tiny... Still, I kept hearing weird noises while I was sitting on it. I was like, oh no, I've heard of that online. And then I looked underneath and there was a hole. There was a hole. So I had to, like, manage to, like, flip the couch, which... heavy, and then I taped that big hole, which was like, let me put you here. Like, it's a big hole. Like, I can pretty much put my head in there, like a big hole. So I taped it, and then I taped every little hole because I didn't want him to make other one. And since then, they've just been having fun trying to pull those off. So probably we'll need to just remove the lining. Can you do that? I'm sure some of you have had that issue before. Help me. What do I do with those silly cats? Like, I don't know what to do. And Chunky, because he's an attention-seeking poo-poo, I don't think I told you that. Oh, see, it just, so much stuff happens that I don't tell you everything. Well, he used to just tap on the light that is over my island. And at one point, he tapped it so hard that the little hook, because it was attached to the ceiling and then another piece of ceiling with a little hook, so it would be at the right spot. He managed to, like, push it enough that the little hook fell. So the lamp fell full length in, I swear, less than 1 centimeter from the island. It almost just shattered everywhere. Just, he got so lucky. So I attached it much higher. I'll have a picture of that. Like, it looks super ugly, but like, this morning he tried to actually hit it. He jumped. A-hole. So yes, that didn't work anymore to get attention. So he decided to start doing that to the cabinet doors in the kitchen. So now he just, I hear the scratching of his claws on the cabinet doors, and then I hear boom, boom, boom. Like when you just open it a little bit and then it closes. So boom, boom, boom. Daily, because he wants to. And we play, we eat all the time, okay? He's just an attention-seeking poo-poo. So yeah, when people tell me that, oh my god, you have 3 cats, dream life, take it back and take about this harder, because no regrets, okay? Love them to bits, but my gosh, I cannot wait for them to mature a little bit and just be less crazy, because oh my gosh. I'm gonna update you once I'm done, and I'm enjoying it, which is the important part, because the first one was a fail, but it's okay. A decluttered book is still progress. And then if I can enjoy this one and then at least try the other one, that would be cool, because May's going to be cuckoo. You will probably have seen before this video my May TBR. I reorganized all my bookshelves. I'm really excited. And the rest of the month is going to be chaotic. I won't know every week. I'm going to film the video, start it, and not know if I'm doing like a reading books you think I'm going to hate, like a big declutter, or if I'm going to try to read the ones that I think I'm gonna like, but I've forgotten for like 5+ years on my shelf. So it's gonna be all over the place, but I think I gave myself enough like options per bookcases that it should be okay no matter what mood I'm in. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm excited, which is the important part. Mood is good. I did it. I finished the 13 Tale, and it took me longer than I thought it would because it's definitely like a gothic kind of setting, which I feel like gothic books or inspired or whatever, they're like classics to me, and I feel like they are slower pace. It doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It's definitely like, it's heavy on the setting. It's a kind of mystery. You're getting her backstory and figuring out, I feel like I don't want to tell you. You're learning the 13 Tale, her life, her mystery, and that's all you need to know. And there's definitely some story, but it's not like, there's nothing graphic in it. I do think that reading this during the spring was a mistake. Didn't know any better, obviously, during this challenge, didn't have a choice. But if you get the choice, like you do now, I would keep this for the fall. Because, again, definitely very moody. I feel like people that love gothic books, maybe you already know. If you don't, this will be your jam. I like them. I feel like I've often been almost a bit disappointing by the story, even though I like the setting. Like, I'm thinking, even Rebecca, which might be an unpopular opinion, I was kind of not disappointed, but like it was lackluster for me. And it's so beloved, but I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I'm gonna give it a 4-star. It was, like I said, a little slower pace than expected, but I was overall into the setting, even though some disturbing stuff happens. But I needed to know when we got to the end. Hi, I started the last book of this vlog, which is Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which I feel like I used to see this one going around on Booktube, but I wasn't 100% sure if it was adult or like YA. I thought it was YA, and it's definitely YA. I've mentioned how I need to desperately declutter my YA fantasy and sci-fi because I bought them often due to hype, you know, almost 10 years ago on Booktube, and my taste has changed, which is totally okay. It doesn't mean that these books are bad, they're just not for me. And I'm gonna give it a fair shot, but I doubt I'm gonna finish it at this point. We'll see. Because I am now, I still have the dust jacket because that shows I just started it. I'm at page 35, and I'm already very, very much cringing because in 35 pages, we've been introduced to her. Actually, there was something page 1. Let's rewind. Sorry, page 2, close enough. I've mentioned in the past that I am really tired of female characters in YA books specifically, but in general being described specific ways, either very, very tiny, which a little further she's described as being 5'6", so she's not short, but she is built like a ballerina, so like close enough. But page 2, we get the description of her hair color, which is the second thing that I always say. They either have a special eye color or hair color, and in this case, she naturally has peacock color hair. Which I feel like, I guess that's what you think is cool as a teenager, to have like special something, right? Again, fair enough, just I'm too old for this shit. This is how it makes me feel, you know? So yeah, there's also a long description. I'll include a picture of her like thinking about kissing her ex, and like the cringe, like I've gotten better and I do enjoy some romance books, but like again, the YA like this, they make me cringe. It is what it is. But in general, I just feel too old for it because even though she does have magic, so far, again, page 35, I don't know much, but she seems to be able to use some powers. It seems to be so far about her having her heart broken by her ex who took her virginity and like is an a-hole, and like I'm too old for this. This is just I'm gonna give it a few more pages, and then if I don't like it, I will just declutter it. I need to not forget to also declutter Graceling in next month whenever I do more declutter. If I pick up that bookcase, I'll try to be more with the books because we need them to leave my bookcases so I can have more space. I do have empty spots, by the way. If you haven't seen my TBR, I should include like a clip. Like, they're looking much better. I do have empty spots, but I just want my bookcases to represent my taste, right? Of course, I haven't read every book on there because I tend to declutter the ones that I have read and didn't like. So like, keeps things, you know, fresh. So the percentage of read versus unread on my shelves, which I don't try to keep up with because that would feel very overwhelmed. We calculated it once, and I think it was like almost a third that I had read, maybe. So like, it wasn't that bad. But again, the ones I have read and didn't like, they go. So what's left is unread, which doesn't necessarily mean it's my taste, but the ones that I have read, I want them to be. So, hi, I'm at chapter 14, page 92, and I'm ready to admit my defeat. First off, I didn't realize that it was in our world, but there's a magical world, but still our world. I really thought this was going to be like high fantasy. I'm just not interested enough. It did get better. I mean, I did read like 60 more pages-ish, so it improved at least. But it's just not going to be for me. And that's the goal. We need to clutter. So tomorrow I'm going to put it in the Unhaul pile. But if you've read this book and you enjoyed it, feel free to recommend it in the comment section. But I think it's the kind of book I would have probably liked more as a teenager. Okay, let's find Graceling because I reorganized my bookcases and I don't know where I put it. Do you guys see it? Because I don't. I swear I can see. Did I already do it and I forgot? That would not surprise me. Do we see it? Do I just need stronger glasses? Probably do. Is that it? This is my future unhaul video. Don't look. Okay, this is the step that I need to start including in these videos because I think it's fun. So these are all the books that I've either read or unhauled during these vlogs so far this year. And these are the ones from this video. So we have The Helm of Midnight that is going to be unhauled. So whoop. Then we have Graceling, which also whoop. And then I have 13 Tell, which boom, I did like it. And then Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which, so 4 books. That's pretty cool. It's finally increasing. I feel like even at the end of the year last year, this was not impressive, but that's pretty cool. And these 2 are being added to this giant pile. So to be seen in June. I'm not sure it looks like it, but we're slowly, very slowly making a dent. I mean, the jars can't be compared. That jar is so big. Every time I look at it, I feel like it's growing, but yay!